Okay, real talk. You're sitting across from someone and they say, "So, tell me about yourself." And your brain just stops. Like you know exactly who you are, but suddenly the words are just gone. Sound familiar?
Every single time. But not anymore. Let's fix that.
Welcome to English with Cheri. I'm so happy you're here today. This show is all about helping you learn English step by step in a way that feels easy, fun, and really practical. So no stress, okay? Just relax and listen along with us.
Yeah, and I'm Nick, the co-host. I'm here to ask questions, react to things, make some mistakes, and basically just learn right along with you? So if I get confused about something, that probably means our listeners are thinking the same thing.
Exactly right. And today's episode is so useful, like genuinely one of the most practical things we've covered so far. We're talking about how to answer one of the most common English questions ever. Tell me about yourself.
Oh, that one. That question sounds so simple when you first hear it, but it kind of freezes people, doesn't it? Like you know the answer in your own language, but in English,
Your brain just goes completely blank. You forget every word of English you ever learned. Every single one. Gone.
right, like every single word just disappears.
It really does happen to a lot of people. Though today we're going to fix that together. We'll cover why people ask this question in the first place, what you should actually say, and we'll give you real example answers at the A1 level and then the A2 level. So it doesn't matter where you are right now in your English journey, we've got something for you.
And we'll also look at common mistakes because, knowing what not to do is just as important as knowing what to do, right?
So important. And we'll finish with some practical tips so you can actually go practice after this episode.
Okay, let's get into it.
So first things first, why do people even ask, "Tell me about yourself"? Like, where do you actually hear this question in real life?
Okay, so I'm thinking a job interview. Like, that's the big one, right?
Yes, a job interview is definitely one of the most common places. But you also hear it when you meet new people, like on the first day of school, at a new class, maybe at a social event, or even just when you're making a new friend somewhere. It comes up a lot more than people expect, you know?
Oh, right, like the first day of an English class. The teacher says, "Okay, everyone, tell me about yourself." Classic.
Exactly. That's a perfect example. Or imagine you're in a new country and someone at your workplace asks you this question on your first day. It happens all the time. So it's a question you really want to feel comfortable with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you really can't avoid it. It comes up everywhere.
And here's the thing. When someone asks, "Tell me about yourself," they are not asking for your whole life story. They're not asking you to talk for 10 minutes about everything that's ever happened to you. They just want a short, simple introduction, like a little window into who you are.
It should feel like a relief, right? A good answer is 1 to 2 minutes. Short sentences, clear info. Think of it as a friendly conversation starter, not a test.
So when you answer this question, you're basically saying, "Here's who I am, here's a little about my life, and here's why I'm here." Simple as that. And once you practice it a few times, it starts to feel really natural.
Okay, I like that. Simple and clear. I can work with that.
So let's talk about what to actually include in your answer. There are 5 main things, and I'll say them slowly, okay? Really slowly, so you can write them down if you want to.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's hear them.
Number 1, your name. Number 2, where you're from. Number 3, what you do, so your job, or if you're a student, say that. Number 4, 1 or 2 hobbies. And number 5, why you're here. Like, why are you at this interview, or this class, or this meeting?
Okay, so name, where you're from, what you do, hobbies, and why you're here. 5 things. That's actually pretty manageable, right?
Really manageable. And you don't have to use all 5 every single time, you know? Sometimes you use 4, sometimes all 5. It depends on the situation. But these are your building blocks. You take these 5 things and you build your answer from there.
Like building blocks. You put them together piece by piece.
Exactly right. And here's a really useful tip for practicing. You can actually learn each piece separately. Don't try to learn the whole thing at once. Just start with your name and where you're from. Get comfortable with just that. Then add what you do. Then add a hobby. Build it up slowly, step by step.
That's smart. Start small, then build up from there.
Okay, so now let's hear a full example answer. This first one is at the A1 level, so really basic English, very short sentences, very clear. Nick, do you want to try it?
Sure, let's do it. Okay, so here goes. Hello, my name is Nick. I am from California. I am a student. I teach English. I am also the co-host of the English with Cheri podcast. I like fishing on the weekends. Nice to meet you. Well,
That was really good. Did everyone catch that? Short sentences, simple everyday words, clear information. 5 basic topics covered. That is a perfect A1 answer, really, truly.
it felt almost too simple, honestly. Like, is that really enough?
When you are at the A1 level, simple and clear is the goal. The goal is to communicate, to share information about yourself in a way the other person can understand. And that answer does exactly that, perfectly.
Right, communication is the goal, not impressing people with big words.
Exactly. Okay, so now let's try the A2 level. This is a little more detailed, a little more connected. The ideas are joined together a bit more naturally. Nick, do you want to try this one?
Let's do it. Okay, here we go. Hi, my name is Nick, and I'm from California. I'm currently an English teacher and co-host of the English with Cheri podcast, where I help others learn English through engaging conversations. In my free time, I like to relax by going fishing because it's my way of unplugging after a busy week. I'm really glad to be here and looking forward to meeting everyone. Nice to meet you all.
That was so good, really. Now, did you hear the difference? It's a little longer, a little more connected. You used words like currently, because, in my free time, looking forward to. Those little words are what we call connecting words or linking words. They join your ideas together and make the answer flow.
Yeah, I noticed that. It felt way more natural, like a real conversation.
That's what A2 sounds like. You're starting to connect your ideas. You're giving a little more detail, but the vocabulary is still totally simple and clear. Nothing scary, nothing complicated, just a little more smooth, you know?
So the jump from A1 to A2 is really just adding a little more connecting things, not totally relearning everything from scratch.
That is a perfect way to put it. You're not changing everything, you're just expanding a little, adding a connecting word here, adding a little detail there, building on what you already know. And that, honestly, is what learning English is all the way through. You just keep adding, little by little.
Yeah, you already have a foundation. You just keep building on it.
Always. Progress is progress, no matter how small it is. Okay, now let's talk about common mistakes, because a lot of beginners make the same mistakes when they answer this question, and knowing about them ahead of time really helps you avoid them.
Okay, give me the mistakes. I want to know what not to do.
Okay, the first mistake is giving too much information. Like, some people hear, "Tell me about yourself," and they start talking about their grandmother, their childhood, every job they ever had, their 5 favorite movies, and it just goes on and on and on.
Oh, I can totally see that. Like, you panic and just keep going.
And the person listening gets a little lost. They stop following. So keep it short. 1 to 2 minutes is plenty. Stick to the 5 main topics and don't go off in too many different directions.
1 to 2 minutes, stay focused. Got it. What's the second mistake?
The second mistake is using very complicated vocabulary that you're not really sure about. Like, some students look up big, fancy words in a dictionary and try to use them to sound impressive, but then they pronounce them wrong or use them in the wrong way, and it actually makes the answer harder to understand.
Oh, so simple and correct always beats complicated and wrong. That makes sense at any level, not just for beginners.
Absolutely. The third common mistake is not practicing out loud, and this one is really, really common. A lot of people think, okay, I know what to say, I've read it, I understand it, but then the actual moment comes and they freeze up because they never actually said the words out loud.
That's so real. Like in your head, it sounds great, but then you open your mouth.
Exactly, because your mouth needs practice too. Your brain and your mouth need to work together. So practice out loud. Say it to yourself in the mirror. Say it to a friend. Record yourself on your phone. Whatever feels most comfortable, just actually say the words out loud regularly.
And recording yourself is really useful for that. You catch things you totally miss while you were speaking.
And you do improve little by little each time. The fourth mistake is forgetting that body language matters too, forgetting to smile, forgetting eye contact. And I know that's not a grammar thing, but it's still really important.
Right. Even with limited English, if you're warm and actually making eye contact, people feel that.
People really truly feel it. People connect with you as a person first and as an English speaker second. So be warm, be open, smile, make eye contact. It goes a very, very long way. Trust me.
Yeah, that's honestly kind of calming. Be a person first. You can do that even with limited English.
You are a person first and an English learner second. Never forget that.
Okay, so what are the practical tips? What can I actually do right after this episode?
Tip number 1. Write your answer down. Actually write it out. On a piece of paper, in a notebook, in the Notes app on your phone, wherever. Write your name, where you're from, what you do, your hobbies, and why you're here. Write all 5 parts out as complete sentences.
So you write it out, it's real, it's on paper. Love that.
And tip number 2, read it out loud every day. Maybe in the morning when you wake up, maybe at night before bed. Just read your answer out loud 2 or 3 times. It doesn't take long, maybe 1 or 2 minutes.
Like a little daily habit, just a couple of minutes.
Small habits add up to big progress, you know? Tip number 3, grow your answer a little bit each week. Maybe this week you practice your A1 answer. Next week you try adding 1 connecting word to make it a little more like the A2 answer. The week after that, you add 1 more detail. You're always building forward.
So you're always moving forward, little by little.
Building, not starting over. And tip number 4, do not wait for the perfect moment to practice. There is no perfect moment. Practice now, even if it feels awkward, even if you make mistakes, because mistakes are not failures. Mistakes are how you learn, every single time.
Yeah, I actually believe that now. Every mistake really is a step forward.
Okay, so that's our episode for today. Let's do a quick recap before we go. We talked about why people ask, "Tell me about yourself," and why it comes up in so many different situations. We talked about what to include in your answer, your name, where you're from, what you do, your hobbies, and why you're here.
And we covered 4 common mistakes to avoid: too much information, complicated vocabulary, not practicing out loud, and forgetting body language. Plus 4 practical tips to help you actually go and practice.
And if you're listening right now, you can do this. I genuinely mean that. You have everything you need to write your own answer today. So please, after this episode, take 5 minutes. Write it out. Say it out loud. That's it. That's the first step.
And hey, if you found this episode helpful, please subscribe to English with Cheri wherever you listen to podcasts. It helps so much.
And if you want to share your practice answer with us, leave us a comment. We really do love hearing from our listeners. Seriously, it makes our day every single time.
We are cheering for you. Genuinely. You've got this.
Always cheering for you. Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. Keep going, keep practicing, be kind to yourself along the way, and we will see you in the next episode of English with Cheri. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone. See you next time.